money
these
map
teams
right
is
here.
just going to come down to the fundamentals in HP. You win your
We're starting on the bad
you set
side.
up properly, you're going to have some success. But here we go.
Let's see the
Boston.
break.
It's time
Oh,
to
I'm
get
already
this
loving
one
it.
started. Minnesota starting off on the better side, 4P1, getting some initial time. This is exactly what you want to do.
Really
All good. They have good side. Good side start. Fuck it.
Start. Rokkr find a quick 4.
Open it up
As we
there,
said, for
Hoop.
Optic Texas, not preferred spawns for P1. However, they do get Illy as well.
Open
as
it up
there,
Hoop.
interesting spot.
You
So
say
they'll
you
look to
still
try to
there?
pinch
I just stunned you.
right on
fool.
inside of the hill. A lot of time to fight for at P1. We've seen teams slowly but surely begin to adapt, figure out the strategies at P1.
Number 8 though.
As
Number
we
8's
said,
making a
lot
good
of
play.
strategies going on. A lot of route takers right now, Jay, specifically player number 8.
Yeah, Cammy already makes his way towards the back of P2. He's just trying to stay alive for his teammates to set up a pinch. That's going to be 3 dead in the feed. Optic now all spawning over towards Kitchen. So it's going to be
have the
Minnesota.
row.
Early off the rotation. Should allow them to get fully set up off the P2.
Number
But there's
7.
2 players out to play.
Do they read number
Optic
7?
Texas, they're going to have the numbers.
They're going to have to adapt
Nice.
as well. However,
It's horrible
Attach tries
timing.
to find himself on the flank. He ends up getting cut down. Cammy starting things off at 5-0.
Let's end
As we
this
said
guy's
for Cammy,
streak.
it is
There we
Nice.
go.
There we go.
stage for him. Feels
Easy
like
break.
everybody's turning up. However, he
save.
has not. Finally hits the dust for the first time to kick off this hard point. But Jay, Optic Texas, they have waltzed right into this HP. Minnesota desperately trying to get back into this one. A tight game nonetheless, but
Here we go.
Vance.
puts 2 away. Constable.
Here we go. Good holds. Good holds, baby.
Texas still holding strong, making sure they're winning these trades, finessing around these pillars, able to take down attach towards the backside.
Damn.
He's now in the final
Put it in there.
25. Dashy able to
Love
win a
that.
huge
Get that
one-on-one
last
versus
20.
Spence to secure this time for Optic. Final 20 should be there.
Stop it.
Oh,
Big
no.
win.
It has to be
Big
Minnesota.
shots.
You have to back up towards Kitchen.
Big ups.
And that's a big kill, right? Considering that Optic Texas now get a little bit more
On the
map
row now,
positioning.
yes.
Rokkr
Oh, what the
now
fuck? Oh, Afro just died to the
spawns
jump
toward
up.
the back.
We love
Afro
that.
actually ends
Where's
up
he going to
taking
spawn, though?
himself down, so that's not going to help. Thankfully, the rest of the Rokkr are able to
He
rebound.
spawns literally
They
middle.
win their
Holy
crucial
shit.
1v1s, and one of the best rotating teams
go.
in the game are able to save themselves there.
Big
And now
break. The
this
break
is
is
the hill
on.
that Minnesota has struggles with versus NYSL. They allowed the break to come in when they were early off the rotation, but 3 kills already in the feed in favor of Minnesota. They hold down the first push. All of Optic Texas trying to set up the play, trying to put pressure on through the front. But it's just right now, the setup for Minnesota looks really, really good. They have everything cut off.
This is what you want to see right out of this Minnesota team. I mean, off the rip, right? Cammy
Man, good
starts
hold
things
out of
off
MN here.
5-0. You see Vance fire and attach right now. Finds
win.
himself
Good kill
on a
by
fire
Ender.
spree. It was a little bit of a shake.
Nice.
Win.
To start. 25 seconds still to fight for.
Now go
but
fast,
as
fellas.
We're talking highly about Rokkr. Now it's time to defend it. Now it's
Ah,
time
that's
to
free.
Oh,
That's-
and Cammy,
That's just free.
comfortable as you like.
He's
Now
on a
at
heady.
8
All
and
good.
4.
A little 15
Rokkr,
scrap
they
ain't nothing.
reclaimed the lead.
And Cammy so far starting off hot in this hard point. He had a .79 in this last series versus NYSL. And this is exactly what you need to do. Starting off hot versus a team like
There they
Optic
go.
Texas, you have to do better.
rows.
But that's going to be 3 dead in the feed for Optic. What looked like to be Minnesota winning their rotation. Optic are able to find the kills. Now fully set up
Ooh.
towards that. But look at Afro. He's in a
number
position
6.
to break their setup.
Afro indeed.
Fuck.
Yeah, they have no idea that he's going to be in a position like this.
Oh, no.
I stopped shooting.
Not finish the kill. Marcus Reed is running wild
Grab
right
hoop.
now in Optic
Ah,
space. And
2
hoop
top
out as
stop
well.
shootings.
Some
Nice.
shaky shots
Still
coming
hold
out of
on to
Texas
that.
regardless. Somehow they are still finding the
Chachi's gonna do
time.
that thing every time.
Wild stuff as Minnesota not
You
able
got
to
that
take
thing on him?
advantage
Of course.
of a few gunfights that I'm sure are getting them loud
Yep,
in the
2
comms
piece.
right now.
Heal him, Bruce.
Dashy beginning to heat up, Jay.
And
That's something you're going to be scared about
don't
if
do
you're
that, man.
Minnesota.
Yeah, that was 3 dead already because now Minnesota is spawning
Nice.
towards the back of
Who you
P2.
rushing,
Optic are
dude?
finding every
We go, hit
single
that
kill
row.
in the
Rotation,
feed.
yes,
That's
sir.
another 3 dead off the rotation. The only player here
They're
at
quick
the
to
next
it,
hard
too.
point is going to be Afro.
that's right.
A
Nice.
close
Trade.
call comes in for
Good
Cammy,
Big
but now it's
one-on-one.
all on Afro. He's going to get
Come here.
spotted. Ellie with a couple shots,
He got
not
him.
able to pick up the kill, but it's going to be able to set up
Oh,
Dash.
they're
Love
moving
it,
right
I
now.
love
This
it.
pinch, and it's going to be Optic Texas. A great time off of that previous hill. Should have allowed him to get set up, but Afro makes the play. He stays alive towards
Chachi
Kitchen,
got
and he
through,
finds
too.
2.
He's good.
Yeah, Afro was at a 1v2. He
Damn.
stays alive, sets his teammates up, and even after that,
I like that play out of Ender, though, just leaving him.
it's really the team
Leaving him and just
who comes in. That is a wonderful wipe. They're out of Minnesota, and now for Optic, you begin to try to figure out a way to try to break this. Hook able to find the time
You're
and
right.
jump on through. Rest of
Behind
Texas are here. However, attaching
Oh, this is
Cammy
not
able
good.
to respond.
We're gonna need 2 to take a route. I like this out of instantly knows he's got to take a route to new. They cut it off, though. It's a good play out of Afro, but I like the thought.
Yeah, and that
Now
play
Kyler's
call
going to
comes
follow him
down
up, try to
the
get.
play by Afro. Like the fact that he was able to stay alive in Kitchen,
Alright,
find
big.
3, win that rotation for Minnesota. Basically a full 60
Get that
hold
row
in
over
towards
towards
Diner.
new.
Now off the rotation. Minnesota are coming towards the back of the kitchen. There's only 2 players here from Optic. Illy wins a
Big
huge
win.
one-on-one. Now they're going to put themselves in a man advantage.
Oh shit, they
Gonna
got
do so for the moment. A quick 2
3 versus 6 right here. 3 versus 6 is huge.
Closest
Damn.
2 players right
One
now
though.
for both
Ender's
Optic
alive,
and
bottom. I
Minnesota.
don't know if they
This
know
is
about
big
him.
time over here at the rooftop.
Looks like they might be
And you can see
sort of
Rokkr's
aware of
trying to
him.
make sure they've got those spawns. Meanwhile, for Illy, wants to make sure that he's got enough
Did he hear
teammates
him?
off a spawn to make
Yeah,
this
he
one.
heard him, bro. They're not getting time though.
Hardpoint for them. However, Bance wins that 1v1, and now Minnesota begin to set on up. Take a look at where those arrows are at right now for Rokkr. Optic able to eliminate one. And considering that gunfight that they now have everybody knocking on the door.
Test.
Yeah, they're all trying
Damn,
to push out
he's
through
playing
the
this
front.
fucking patient.
Just
They're
have to win
playing
a
this
couple of these
patient,
gunfights because Minnesota are control of the spawns. That's going to be 3 dead.
It's a good play out of Bance, man. He's played that so fucking patient. Just held his one lane.
Strong on this plat hill. Only
All good,
20
though.
seconds remaining on this one. Optic Texas is just going to force themselves to give this one on up. And just play off the rotation towards P2.
Did you just fucking fart?
Minnesota starting to pull away with
swear
this
to God,
game.
I
With some great holes, able to chain 2 hardpoints together.
I tell you,
This is
brother.
Dude,
a
I
welcome
felt a
sight. I mean,
vibration.
considering what Minnesota Rokkr fans, it feels like have been
Why-
through
how would you
throughout
feel
the last
vibration
few
over there?
It's all good. We gotta break
years.
the-
A team that can't win
We gotta
hardpoints,
break,
they come
you
into
know,
this year
break the
hoping that
tension
this
in
can be
here a
the
little
team
bit.
that can finally walk away with some game
Big
ones.
P1 time
And
here.
Jay, I
That's
mean,
not
you
how I
and
would
I have
do
had a
it.
lot of their casts lately. It feels like when they're winning those opening hardpoints, they are seeing wild success. When they're not, I mean, the record speaks for itself. S&D in control at times isn't there.
Fuck.
At
This is
times
big
it
time.
isn't. But if you
We
are
gotta get
Minnesota
some of this
coming
time
out
right
hot
here.
in map number 1 is exactly what you need to do. He's already putting himself in a great position. This is 3 hills now. They're going to try to chain together. You're playing your corners. Bance already earns himself that cruise missile. 16 and
Yeah,
9.
man, Bance-
just sneaking behind enemy
Bance
lines
still playing
every
good.
single chance he gets. And with this route right here, he just has to stay
One of the
alive.
things we had to
While
shut
his
him
teams are
down.
soaking
He's
up all
16
that
and
time
9 on a
P1.
6.
So you can potentially flip these spawns and
One
already
of
out
both
there
Rotations.
spawning at kitchen.
Yeah, they know. They've heard the shots. They've seen the spawns.
Damn,
Now
bro,
it's
he's
time to try
playing
to
well,
cut
man.
down
He's
Bance.
reading the map
Now
well
it's
right now.
17 and 9. Oh, he nearly makes it 8 in a row. Hook. Weak.
Big rotation here,
Damage
though. This isn't.
back-to-back
This is
on
not
up,
over by any means. We just need a big. We need a big
111.
set of kills
Boy,
right here.
do
Big
you
row.
need this hard point right now if you're Optic, but it all starts with getting rid of Bance in the back.
All starts with getting rid of Bance, but at least they're putting a lot of pressure in
Like
towards
that, Brandon,
spawn. They
playing his
know
life
that
might have
hard,
to make
making
that
him
play
for him.
ASAP.
They're spawning out towards that kitchen
Damn,
side,
bro,
but it's
he
gonna
is
be a
playing-
tension. Trying to set up the pinch. Bance still holding it on the back
He is
end.
playing the map well.
Trades
You
are
see
going
how
back and
everything's
forth. It's
just
gonna be
coming to him.
Minnesota able to come out on top. The only player here is going to be Illy. He gets cut down. Bance hasn't died in the last 2 minutes. Someone's got to take care of him.
This is Black Ops
Oh,
3
my.
Bance. This is the guy
All right, good break.
who was dancing on stage, who was feeling confident, the young gun. Now is the vet, and he's putting up numbers right now versus Optic. Afro going for the heat check, but right now for Minnesota, they're starting to take off in this game and see Optic Texas
2 though.
in
We
the
have a
rear
row.
view. Bance hungry for the final few seconds. Hungry for the final
Damn,
few
dude,
seconds.
Bance.
They will claim it, and they'll be able to be awarded with that.
I got a
final
tip
5.
game, man. He's
Optic,
being
Jay,
fucking
I mean,
annoying
this has
right
got
now.
to be
Afro
a
too.
Full 60 just to get back in this
Just,
game.
you can
Yeah,
just
the
see the
setup has to
plays
be
he's
perfect,
making.
But look at one player already in Hook is
Doing
going to spawn
damage,
out. So
playing
he's
his
gonna be
life.
that guy that's trying to
It's
set
a
up
big
the
hold
pinch
right
towards
here,
Diner.
though. We can come back with a
Catch any
nice
players
hold
from
here.
Minnesota. Setting up that pinch. The cruise missile does get invested. Trophy system goes down, but they get the information of how
shit.
Optic are set up. Attach finds the first.
We need
Attach
big
finds
kills, big
2.
kills.
They're winning the spawns towards the back, and the break is about to come in.
It's about to happen. Shotzzy trying to lock it down. He eventually falls. Now here comes the Rokkr resurgence. They jump on
Big
into the
nade
point,
kill. I like
and now
this.
they begin.
Oh, he's already got it.
Really
Fuck's sake,
amass
man. They're
this
playing
lead
this
once
well.
more. Let's step aside, or maybe not. We thought we had to listen to it, but not anymore. Optic begin to fall by the wayside. Rokkr, they can't win it here, but they can get incredibly close. Jay, look at Vance's numbers. Look at Afro's numbers. These SMGs are having themselves a game.
They're doing
Damn,
the
man.
fundamentals right. Pants is
Feels like
finding
every
kill
fight
after
we're
kill
so close. It's like
on
one
another
bullet every
box
fight.
Potentially
the
earn
fights
himself
are
another cruise, but
not
Minnesota
that
have started to
important
pull
at that
away with
point,
this
but-
game. Just making the game easier. Winning your rotations, you're going to have the easier gunfights. Their setups have been flawless. Now Optic Texas.
Yeah,
a
I mean,
hold.
we
Only
need
14
perfect
points for
COD right
Minnesota
here.
to close
One
out this
mistake,
map number 1.
looking
So far,
chalk,
doing
we
a
need
great
perfect
job, but
COD.
those 2 kills early on go to Minnesota.
Billy able to come away with 1, but cannot
Nice
find
try
the other. Rokkr, they
Yeah, I mean,
dive on in. Bance, another spree for him. Finally falls, but he could be happy taking a look at that score line because Rokkr are just
Okay, he's
moments
kinda
away
scammed.
from going through
All
that
right.
finish line streak in
Time to win
hand,
this
a cruise
S&D, bro.
missile. Now that Optic Texas has to think about, we've seen them make crazy holds previously. but I'm not sure
All
if this one's going to be on the cards.
3 dead.
Afro able to win another one, continuing to add on to the advantage. Nice little turn and burn.
We're making it scrappy, though.
Optic still holding on.
Oh, Optic still holding on.
Making it
Well, at
scrappy.
least force it to the next hill,
And they're not rowing. They're playing for this time.
They're trying to fight for this final 3 seconds.
Oh, do they get the tick? I don't think they get the tick.
I'm pretty sure the final tick is not going to. Oh, it does.
It does. They get it. And Minnesota, a
All
commanding
right.
They knew the
I didn't think they were going to get that tick.
It's all
I'm not
good.
gonna lie.
Two-time, fellas. Coach
And
Bo
as you
is
said,
locking
Jay,
in.
this is worst case scenario.
This is
Like I said, though, man, it's coming down to the
As you
searches
said,
in this
when
series.
Minnesota are
They
winning
gotta
those
win.
game
They
one
gotta
hardpoints
win
when
these
they're starting
searches.
off hot. That is a scary sign.
Gotta
for
win these.
anybody
We
in
gotta
the
win this
CDL,
map right
and you
here
can
because
look
that is Silo
across
down
this
2-0.
entire scoreboard at numbers.
We gotta win
but
this search.
specifically,
It's
man,
Embassy
the
though,
SMGs,
which we're nasty at
my
Embassy.
word, what a game.
SMGs has had themselves a great map #1 on the side of Minnesota Rokkr. 27 kills. 4 bans, 28 kills for
Afro, 3,200.
Both of those guys were just making plays when it was necessary. It was like Bance every time at that P2, always stayed alive towards backfire trucks, was causing problems with the sub in hand and also that AR. And then Afro, he makes the play at Diner in that first rotation at Hardpoints. He finds
Bance had a monster
plays
map.
it super
It's one of the
patient.
things I said. Bance got to shut him down. He's
did
been
the
playing good.
fundamentals,
Got to shut
won
him
the
down. He
rotations,
comes out.
had great setups,
Has a
and
big
also
map.
had great pinches as well. Communication had to be on point. Everything was clicking in that map #1 to now go up 1-0 in the series.
I mean, that may be.
It's all
I know
good,
we've
though.
seen more dominant hardpoints from Minnesota.
Chat.
They've had their games where they've
What's
taken
been help?
over,
What's
but
been saving us
considering
as of
where we
late?
sit
Search and
right now in the
destroy.
league, considering who you're facing off
Map at a
against
time.
in
That's
lane
right. Map at a
environment,
time.
That could be one of
All
the
right,
best.
man.
I just
hardpoints
tweeted
we've
out
seen
the
from
stream.
Minnesota
I hope
Rokkr
the chat
in a
can
very
join me in
long
tweeting
time.
it out. We
Look
need
at
the
me thinking
energy.
like
We
titles
need the
back.
passion.
It was just
We
clean,
need
man.
the
Like, when you
support.
make
Let's
the
get
game
in
easy,
there.
that's
Let's
the
turn
scoreline
this
is gonna look
thing
at the end. You're winning
into
your
what
clutch
we all know it
gunfights.
could turn
You're playing
into.
it patient. You're
Game
waiting
of
for your
S&D,
team to set
obviously
up
one of our
pinches.
favorite things to be
Everything was
doing.
just going right. Optic
How did
Texas
you-
on a
how
couple
does the boys look
rotations
on
just
this-
couldn't
on
win a
this
couple of
opening,
those fights.
I mean,
Unfortunately, when you
it's
don't have
a
those
lot of
calls
the
with some
same
of these
problems
money
that they've
hills,
been
it's
having.
very
They're
difficult to break.
rotating. It's not that they're just
Minnesota
not rotating. It's just
answered early
on a
on
lot of
into
their
the
holds,
series.
they're getting broken
Like you
open.
said,
I
when they
mean,
win map
you saw it on
#1,
that last
they
kitchen
usually have a lot of
rotation.
success.
Yeah,
They had a cruise missile.
typically do. A
They get one
huge
kill
one in
inside
the
a
books
kitch.
quickly here for
Brandon was
Minnesota
kind of
Rokkr.
just in the back,
On the flip
in
side,
the
though,
middle
talking
of like
more
in the
about
middle of the
Optic
back. They
Texas,
get
a little
info
slower
on
out of
them.
the gates. We saw,
They
you know,
get
at
two.
times,
They
a few shaky
insta pinch.
shots
We're just
coming
not.
in
We're not
from
holding
a few
hills, man.
players on the
Coach Bo's
boys in
time.
green,
It's
but
that's what I've been
now
saying.
coming
We're
into this embassy
we're not
search
we're not
destroyed.
holding.
I mean,
We're not really
typically,
getting
I
much
think
scrap
this is
time.
4 straight series where Optic
not like they're
Texas
not
has
rowing,
lost
'cause
that
they
opening
are.
Hardpoint.
But
But
O or
It's just
RD
another
first?
it really feels
search.
like if Cammy can get comfortable,
We got O or D first.
the
Yeah.
ceiling for this Minnesota Rokkr team absolutely skyrockets.
We
Obviously,
picked
if they
that
win
first
this
map,
series, they
so
get
we
guaranteed
should
top
have.
3, but
Well, it depends
we could
because
even be
like
talking about a finals
teams,
appearance
some teams like O,
if
some
that
teams
guy's
like D.
playing
Okay.
I would say we
the way
probably
that we
have.
all know that he
If
can.
MN picked this map,
As
we should
get
have
ready
D.
for some embassy search and destroy. No surprise. The guy
Because
we're
no
talking
trophies,
about,
we can
Illy,
nade the cross.
is going to have that sniper
So, yeah, we have
out right
defense.
now,
MN
leads
picked
the
this
map.
CDL with the
Double
most
nade
Yeah,
here.
double nade the cross. They're probably not going to.
All
They're
right,
probably not
works.
going to cross though.
That works.
26.
They know
Oh,
he's
he's
there.
Mr. Do It All with the boom boom stick in hand. It's going to be Optic Texas on the defensive end.
I like it. I like it.
For both of these
Information.
teams, I think the biggest thing that I take away in
Good
Search and
song.
Destroy, it's all
Good
about the
song.
first bloods. 90% win rate when Optic
like it.
lose that man advantage, and 21% for Minnesota.
Good job.
There we go, Ant.
That early pressure,
Okay.
shots
Okay,
behind
Okay,
the
keep
first.
moving, Ant, kid.
You can just tell, man, Shotzi from the moment that he saw.
He knows.
Came toward the top side of the window, lands the stun, and wants to get hyper aggressive.
Yep.
Illy. No surprise, sniper in hand, however.
First shot of
A
the first
missed
shot. First shot.
He does have that SPX 80 out.
Oh, they're gonna
He's
try to
actually
push
fine.
Ender out here.
He's good. He should get one, though.
3v3 now.
He
And
should
now
get
it's all
one.
on Illy. He's the only player trying to cover the ground towards A.
Nice.
Nice.
Gets a little
Brandon.
bit of assistance from Dashy. You get the information that another player is close. That
Oh,
nade is going to
shit.
stick right to
Shit.
the wall. So you cannot challenge if
Brandon
you are
knows
Illy.
he's there, though.
But
That's
they
good.
have Afro
Yeah, he's
trapped.
trapped. He's
They
trapped.
set up the
Got
pinch.
him.
Meanwhile, attached, he's trying to make the long route. It's all about Afro trying to find a kill, stay alive.
Nice.
Can he do so? Not going to happen.
Here we go.
And now it's all on to Mr.
take their
Dylan
side, yeah.
Price. Bomb down at an awkward spot. 15 seconds to go. Does not want to waste that dead silence because this is a round that I'll be honest with you guys.
Whoever's by
Does
bomb
not look
just watch.
likely. Does not
Our
look likely
side.
for attach. One of the
Beautiful.
clutchest players
Dude,
of all
Brandon,
time. But yeah,
man.
you're not going to win a round
Look at
like that. Optic 1-0.
And that's the round right there where the small cell
Brandon, man, he's been a
Illy knows
fucking
that he's getting
unit.
pressured through street side, through middle of the map.
3 kills round 1.
Communicates with Dashy. He backs down from back alley. And he's able to find 3
Guy
kills
has
on
been
the round.
piecing.
Yes, yes. I like the
That
help
man,
that he
he just
offered
takes over
Illy.
whenever he
Everybody's worried
wants.
about Illy being top of that. that
already
platform.
on
He
Embassy,
comes on
maybe
from
having
underneath
that
them.
signal.
Catches
Popping
them
up. It's not
walking
dark
right
yet,
into
but
it.
does look
I
like
want
first round.
right here, Seth.
spot.
I want to see them get that bottom orange door open.
Could be cold
get a
out there as
detonate
well,
in there or
Jay.
something.
Not
Someone
as
just
cold
laid
as
a bomb.
Boston.
That's for sure.
You like that?
I love
Negative
it.
33 yesterday.
Well, they gotta watch out
Oh,
for his
they
grenades.
might go back alley
I've
though.
never seen temperatures like that, but
All
thankfully,
right, let's see.
it's all nice and cozy inside of the venue.
Oh, he's getting
Boston,
ripped.
you've
Come
been
on, Ender,
amazing.
rip him. Rip his shit.
And we're hoping that this series can deliver on the expectations that we
He saw him.
call.
He's like, fuck that.
know
Oh,
that it's
damn,
got
he's
the
playing with
ability
fire.
for Illy. Another missed snipe, maybe a warning shot. And so decide to back on up. Nobody yet to fall. Optic, wheels are turning. Where do we want to go?
Yeah, Minnesota don't usually make plays happen on defense. They want to just take their time, hold their crosses, then play off the information that they gain. There's Illy
Slow
routes his
round
way
here.
all the way from Hedge back to the side street. He knows that Attach is the guy that solo plays towards this A-bomb.
Nice,
Dude,
Brandon.
Brandon.
That's going to be Dashley finding
Nice.
the
Go.
first one.
Start
Who
working
finds
it
the
now.
second? 4v2.
Fast.
And it's Afro who gets distance in the back. They know that he's here. They're going to try to single him out. Afro
Nice.
able to find one, but he drops it.
3v1 again.
Well, it's a Groundhog Day. Attach. Back at a 1v3.
They
Okay,
got
make it a
this.
1v2.
Go fast. Go fast.
He knows that these players have got to be in
Go,
PD
go.
somewhere, but they are off to the races. Through the tennis courts they go. And Attach, he's got the chance to find the timing.
He's got the
Oh, yeah,
chance.
this works.
He's got the chance, but Luka's going to
Oh,
play.
he doesn't,
Got him.
he doesn't read that. Love that setup. Holy
Puts
shit.
himself in a great position
Love that setup.
to keep his teammate alive. Great plays right
See,
there
this is
from
the
Optic,
thing, man.
Texas.
Their
Finding the first
SMB
blood.
is
You
so
know the setup from
good.
Minnesota as they like to get aggressive up through
It's
planners.
so good.
Find the first two, and you clutch up the 2v1. Crowd starting to get into it. Optic up 2-0.
It's no surprise. I mean, literally, they look like the best S&D team in the game, bar none.
Oh, they are.
They've had an incredible record up to this point. They are 7-1 with this new lineup, Zio plus Dashi. They've been almost untouchable so far. The nade below.
Nice.
Shotzi. A great toss from the young man.
Yep.
Love that.
Nice little jumper.
Yep.
And is now Afro
Don't even
with bomb in
wide it,
hand.
yeah.
He is basically all
Oh, I
by
like
himself,
this.
Jay, up close and B.
Now he has bomb.
A few players that could very much enter into his reticle
Got
very
his
He's
soon.
dead.
The
Oh,
jump
shit.
down there,
He got
however,
him.
Afro in the cutaway one. They cannot afford to give
He's
away
trapped,
a
though.
second.
Damn.
Oh, and Shotzi does not find one in time. Afro, at the same time, cuts one away on
I
Illy.
mean,
But now it's Dashy left in a 1v3.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he clutches
Get
it.
him off bomb.
Able to put a few bullets into Attach. 45 seconds to go, but by no means
Oh, here it
an
comes.
easy task.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Job done on the first.
Job
He's
done on the
playing it
first.
now, too.
Bomb is
Come on,
gonna
come on,
planted
get there,
towards
get there.
B.
You
Dash
got him
might
on
be able
bomb.
to find the target, as Attach is just going to play it
Nah,
patient.
that
It's all good.
that should have been a round for us.
Definitely.
Afro just made like a
That
god
round does
play.
not
Like
happen.
he
If
gets
Afro
he
doesn't
gets
make the play
Kyler
on the
pushing out a
bomb,
green. His teammate gets
finds that
one
first
trying
kill
to
while
trying
he
to
was
trade
one
him.
shot.
The
Then
craziest
rotates
thing
towards
is
back
that
alley
if
to win
whoever
the
came out of
second.
orange kills
Turns it to
Afro,
a 1v3.
Shotzi probably turns around up there.
Yeah,
anyway.
no, that was
And at
everything.
that point,
Afro
Minnesota
actually
was
Afro
fully
just won him that
set
round.
up, waiting for Dasher to turn that corner.
See this
Finally
knuckle
get
right
one on
here?
the board.
Well, it's wild. 'Cause
He's
it's like
attacking it?
Afro's, his position's
Done
known.
so.
He's on the bomb. You have two players who are essentially watching the cross. They know exactly where he is, able to stay alive, and stays alive long enough for his teammate through office
Go, go,
to save
go,
the
go
day.
plant, go
Snipes
plant,
out
go plant.
again.
Yeah, he's
I
out.
love it.
And Attach yet to land one on this cross. And
Free
that
round.
was quick.
Free
We've seen Optic Texas
round.
do this quite frequently on a number of different maps.
They got that shit
The
down
fast play.
quick.
Hook's awarded with the objective, but it could be Afro who's
Hurry up,
awarded
help him,
with the
help
round.
him, help him.
Trying to make the plays.
Oh, what
he
the-
read it.
The nade. It's perfect work from the young gun.
Oh,
Afro.
what the? He
Just
just
sold about
fucking
the
trolled
seconds.
that.
Hopefully Hook is
Not
still
able
up,
to
right?
do so.
Okay.
3v3.
That's fine.
25
Nice.
seconds.
What
Van's
the
gonna go for
fuck?
attack, but
All right,
Dashy
Hook,
finds
you
another
gotta find one.
Attacks makes it a 2v2. But it's
Nice.
time to
Oh,
go.
nice shadow.
He
Now
eliminates
Dashy get
Cammy.
checked.
Only
Oh, he died.
14
Hold on.
seconds left on the clock. Tax
Or
picks up
Illy.
the gun, but there's not enough time to stick on the defuse. Optic, they play it beautifully. They find a trade
Dude.
towards back planners. And Optic, Texas.
That was beautiful.
Now
There
up
we go.
3-1.
Ender
I thought,
Ender
Jay,
playing his life
that
right there,
Afro just
making
made
Afro
the play.
OE
I
into
thought so
that,
too.
In a
like
situation like
absolutely
that, you
beautiful.
almost
Afro
can't
thought
play
that he was
it
gonna get
better,
Ender
except
too
for,
and
of
just
course,
die,
finishing off
go
one of the
go
shots,
2
but
for 1. He doesn't get
tosses
it.
out a nade, eliminates
Come on.
the visuals from one, solos out another.
Wait.
That's just the issue, man.
Yes.
That's just the issue, by the way.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
Is that real?
Looking good out there, guys. You guys are looking
Oh my
good.
God, this dude too.
Even
I
got the
love
stabs,
that.
too. Oh, these guys are probably
Oh, I
big
didn't
Scump fans.
He got the zaps
I didn't
too.
even realize. Scump could actually be one of them right now. I don't even know.
Probably.
That's
Very
so good.
realistic.
That's good.
A lot of love for that guy. Understandably so.
Here we go.
Jumping into our next round.
Big round out of us right there. That's a huge round. We gave away one, but we got one right back.
Somewhere right there.
A bit of confidence, Afro. He's been Mr. Aggressive. Shots meanwhile on the other side. Tacticals, tossed utility as well. To both players. Oh!
They got Ronch right there.
Sort of
It's all good.
crossover. This time it's Afro who comes out on top. Hook
1v4?
left in a 1v4 here off the rip. Does he have anything special on the cards for us? Map positioning wise, Jay, still not looking great.
Oh yeah, this round is like 99% to 1 that Hook is able to win this.
Yeah.
He loses the first gunfight to attach.
All
That
good.
was just a perfect play call right there from Minnesota.
All good.
You know that
We
Optic
don't
likes to
stress.
get aggressive in towards bottom PD. But when
He's on to
Attach
the next
slowly
one.
edges his way up
He's on
towards
to the
street
next
side, he finds that first blood onto Illy. They take care of the second onto Dashi. And Afro was a huge one-on-one versus Shotzi to make it a 4v1. Get that bomb down towards B. Very clean round right there from Minnesota. Now down 3-2.
That's just another round, right, where it's on to Afro to make the plays. He makes the round.
Close rounds
he
here.
makes the play
Throw that
a
ass
round
off.
prior.
Swing
The
this shit
scoreline
B.
is flip-flop. Minnesota in the driver's seat, but cuts
They
away
could do that
Shotzi,
same
rest
strat
of the
again, though.
teammates
It
do
works.
their work. Minnesota
Here we
right
go.
back in it.
Oh,
Into
the
this
pre-fire.
round.
Hold on.
Shotzi
Do they got
pulling out
Bance?
that
Yes.
attack.
Is
Yes.
he down?
Gonna lay
Right
out
here.
some damage. As Optic Texas
Oh,
high
Afro
enough
gets
that
close, though.
B
Do they read
bombsite,
this?
however, they've gotta
They
be
might have
aware
heard
of
him.
Afro. Jay, this is a spot that he
Trade that shit,
constantly
Ant. Trade that shit.
Another
You know you want
first blood, another first engagement.
Oh,
that
Afro.
goes his way.
Oh.
Is he gonna read the second one? He
Damn,
does.
he unaimed
Afro
right as he like
again,
snaked
the
up
man
again.
They're not
Nice.
taking no info on Afro. Afro's
So
taking
now
all
in
the
the
info on
4v2,
them.
Illy said the sniper is not working.
He did that shit
Pulls out
twice in
that
a row.
TAC 56. Tall task ahead as
Damn,
Afro
dog,
finds
Afro,
another
man.
on the round. Trying to go for the ace.
Afro.
He spots Dashi.
He's
Some
slippery
movement
right
coming
now.
in for both of the players. He wants it. He wants it, and he's
Damn,
got
ace
it.
out of Afro. That was a gross
Yeah,
round.
response too. That was good for him.
They knew he was going to do that, though.
That was a
They-
gross round out of
he did
Afro.
that
I
shit.
can't lie.
Down 3-1. They go back to back.
This
and
dude's
it's off
turning
the
corners
plays
and knows where they are.
Of this man, incredible work here out of the young gun.
That was
That's
gross.
just a great round right there.
You
from
gotta
Minnesota.
tip
They
that.
said, "We're
That was
not
good.
gonna
It was
give
nice.
this
That was a
away."
good
Yeah,
play
it was
out of him.
definitely
Once
nice.
again, Bance gets super aggressive in towards Orange, and then once he takes that position,
Snaking
you
the
know
fuck
that no
out of
players
everybody.
from Optic
Snakes
Texas
are in,
cross
but
towards that site. You allow Afro to sneak his way up, find the ace. Now he's one kill off of earning that cruise missile. It has to be your focus if you are Optic Texas. Take down Afro.
But again, it just feels like, Jay, he's just a magnet when it comes to engagements. This is somebody who's not afraid to be involved in those early fights. No matter who's on the other side, no matter the SMG that he's facing off against, he's
you
confident.
can tell
And
MN right
so
now
is
sitting
Attach.
back. They
Afro
definitely
gives
did
that
their research. They know that we like to
here
get
over to Mr.
aggressive,
Price.
right? Like just how
He
Afro
cuts
did.
away. Another first
But they're
blood for
playing.
Minnesota.
They're playing it
Sniper
slower.
back
Nice
to
ender.
Illy, and there
Big.
we
That was
go.
a huge pick.
Able to land for one.
Able to land for the first.
Huge
They might-
pick.
Finds his first
Swing
kill
it.
of the map. You see the
Fuck.
rotation coming in from Minnesota.
Wait,
He
wait, wait.
pushes
We
out
can still
towards
beat him there.
PD
Same as
because
last time.
It's going to be Cammy who pushes out towards parking lot. He takes that control
Once
of the
he
map.
stunned
Bance
Illy,
finds two.
that's
now
when
it's
they-
all up to Dashi. 1v3
They
again.
flip. They
Bruce.
swung
Oh,
it.
and Cammy is able
like
to
the kill
read him.
front.
That
They
is just
stun him
excellent
back. They know it's
positioning.
4v2
They're from
possibly at the
Rokkr,
other
I mean, from
bomb.
the
You feel
first
me?
That's why they
into that
interrupted. You
bomber
can see
Oh, God.
8. Like you can see 8 already creeping up. Like
Yeah,
after they got that
Minnesota
info, he was
just
already
read the
pushing
play
up like at the
beautifully.
van.
The only
Shots in that
sketch gunfight was
situation,
that
when
one
you find
middle that we
yourself in that
saw.
position
That was
towards
it.
hedge, you don't want to get aggressive because you gave up that first kill.
Did
to
Afro
Attach.
get the cruise though?
put
Did
your
Afro
team
get
in
the
a
cruise? That's big if he
disadvantage.
didn't get the cruise.
You force your teammates now into 3v4 to change their setup around. Minnesota, they find the opening through street side and take the lead now in this search and destroy.
Well, it's been 3 straight
Damn.
out of the Rokkr. And now it's Optic Texas, who absolutely needs some
He
momentum.
didn't get the
so
cruise.
Far, Illy with the sniper.
Oh, so that's
Only
good.
hit
He
one
didn't get the
shot.
cruise. Oh, they're
Sits
going
at
for the
1 and
quick
6. They
P2
need him to
strat.
get going,
Oh.
as he has been the primary story for them in this very mode. Is into the attack. Go Optic Texas once more.
Nice,
That's
man.
Dashi starting things off well. Able to answer. Cuts away Cammy. But Shotzi cannot afford a drop here. Bance with 1 HP.
He's dead, though.
Up
Oh,
and
no. Oh,
silences
no.
Shotzi, and on the other side,
literally
it's
1 HP and he
Afro
gets away
who
from
has
the
earned
nade.
that cruise missile. That could very well spell
All right,
disaster.
this is a big round. They gotta go
for the
big.
future of this search destroy. 2v3 for Optic.
Now the bomb
1v3.
down towards the middle of the map as well. Attach finds Illy.
We can't give
All up
Afro
to
the kill.
Dashi
We
in
cannot give Afro the
another
kill. I don't know if he got it
1v3.
yet.
Well, if there's anyone that could
Did
do
Afro
this,
get the
it's
kill?
There's a
Bruce.
lot of time to work with, but no dead silence is just going to run out.
Well, he shot
Yeah,
someone in the
players who are
back. I know
watching
that.
across, they should be able to get that info. And he makes his way
saw
over
him.
towards B, but he's at least able to get some information
Oh,
on
Vance
where
saw him.
Vance is playing. Spots Afro as well.
I
There's
dare
not
you,
enough
Afro.
time on the clock. You have to get going.
Yeah, you absolutely
I
do.
dare you.
Afro not going to give away this kill. He's sitting pretty on that spree. And yeah, it's a crossfire that Rokkr end up establishing.
All right.
Not
Must
one,
win
not
around,
two,
bro.
not three.
He has the
but
cruise
4
already.
rounds straight
Fuck.
here for Minnesota.
So then we know they're probably
It's
going.
crazy.
They're gonna
Think,
probably
man,
use the
Texas
cruise
started
to
off
work
so
a bomb
well.
here.
Oh God.
And from there, Minnesota,
We know
as they
that.
typically
I would
do
like
from
to
time
see
time, whether it's respawns or search
Tyler go
destroy,
top orange on the
they
stairs right
adapt,
here. When they call
they
that cruising, they're
learn,
gonna think they
and now
have
they're
the B
conquering.
plant for free
Yes,
or
the
A
mid-round
plant, and
adjustments
just
right now
fucking
for
bang it out and
Minnesota.
kill them off bomb.
They're
Like, don't let
getting
him get bombed down with the
yeah,
cruise.
Heavy pressure.
Can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Now forcing Optic to
We
play
got shit
super
going.
slow in towards PD. As Minnesota find themselves at game point, and this is where Afro can invest that cruise missile and potentially open up one of these sites.
See what
If
can
he
do
calls
with
it in from here, it's low-key faded.
Puts himself right in the pocket. I mean, based off of how Minnesota's playing right now. Slow, methodical setup. Trying to find a free first blood. Very likely we could see that cruise come in. And we will.
All right, they're gonna use this for info.
Call the
You
cruise
just
in.
can't die to
Get
this.
them all
No one's gonna die to it.
information.
Everyone's
They're gonna force
inside.
all
They're gonna
Optic.
use this info though.
Put themselves
Now
inside of
go.
the building, but no one's going to be able to take
I knew
any
they were
map
gonna
control.
try at A.
Allows Minnesota to now get pushed out towards the back of parking lot.
This is good though.
Trying to be aggressive
Everyone
over
gotta
towards
start
A.
swinging, bro.
Actually, he's the only
Start
man
coming
here.
back.
You have to at least find one.
Oh, but the same thing can
shit,
be
he's
said for
getting
Dashy.
fucking
He's able
overrun.
to put some damage down. Bruce.
He gets out, though.
Just
That's
able
good
to
that he
squeak
gets
through the
out.
doorway. But they
Illy,
know.
Illy, Illy, Illy,
Optic
Illy.
are aware. And Illy
It's good. It's good. It's good.
has some information, tries to dive away, but
Damn.
Afro and Jamie both are able to find two. That bomb is down. It's up to Illy and Hook. Can the sniper be there today? Not a chance. And now it is up to the Nuke, a 1v4 trying to save the search and destroy. And Rokkr, solid as you'd like.
They're a good
Go
S&D
down
team.
to start it off.
That's why I said this is gonna be a test.
But come away
They're good
with
because
Said
around-
this series is gonna be a test. This is a well-rounded Rokkr
They're good
team,
to
man.
now go up 2-0
I'ma give them
in
that.
this series.
Because even the round I said go B,
Minnesota
They
starting
doubled
to
it
read
with
the
a
setup.
start off slow.
Optic Texas wanted to play this map.
We've reverse sweep phase.
We've
There's
reversed
no
sweep
reason why we
phase.
can't reverse sweep Rokkr.
Start off
They were
slow.
aggressive towards B.
I think they look
Need
better
some
in
light
this
here.
series than they have looked in almost
Beast
any
Aroni with
other.
5, thank you.
We've seen Optic Texas, Jay, so many times previously.
Jesus, I
come
mean,
up
they're
when
they're
they
just
had
having
to,
they're having
right?
themselves a
So many
series right
moments
now.
where
We
they
gotta
had
shut
to
them
dig
both down
deep,
right now.
Come away with the series. Do you think there's a chance they do it
time
here?
to
If
fucking
so,
lock the
how does it
fuck
happen?
in,
Without
fellas.
question, I still think that Optic
They
had the
got
chance
to.
to bring it back. You're never done it until
other
it's
choice.
officially over.
They
But
gotta.
it has to be on the attacking routes because both of these guys are stellar.
All right, here we go, chat.
on the
Let's do this.
defensive end,
We need
but
some
Minnesota
magic here.
had
We need
the
some
edge
magic.
on the attacks. So if you are Optic Texas, that's where you need to find that opening. But it's going to be Minnesota early on.
One at a
trying to
time,
put the pressure
one at a
towards
time,
A.
ladies and gentlemen,
Illy
one
takes
at a
top
time,
radio tower
boys.
control, but the trade's going back and forth. Minnesota able to get on that point.
Oh, Illy
my.
gets cut away. Bance with
Damn,
some
man.
absolute beams to the top side of the radio tower. That's going to ease the lane. Now for Minnesota to jump right in that A zone. That's one a bit of progress
Damn,
done. And that's
that man is
also
playing.
the player on the flank who was trying to
They're
make
just
something
reading
happen.
shit right
Shotzi gets
now.
found
You
out,
see how
and this
They're
has been
timing
pretty
it.
easy
Flowing right
so
now.
far for Rokkr.
Like
Yeah, this is
Afro,
pretty
like
easy.
any
Indeed,
other, I
my
feel like any
friend,
other
as
time
A
he
is
gets up
all
right there,
good,
dies.
already going to be done.
But like, you know
Now
what
you
I'm
have
saying?
2
The
minutes
map
and
is just
10 seconds to work
Working
with.
on their side. On God.
Currently
working
up
on their
by
side
4
right
lives.
now, I
Optic
swear to
Texas
God.
just have to get some map control.
said
They have
I-
to get pushed out towards top white. The closest player in that position is going to be Shotzi, but you cannot afford to go too dead right now.
I was going to say, Afro had no idea where he was being shot
We need to
from,
get some
but
bite control here.
Tell you what, he definitely made the walls pay for a gunfight loss like that. Minnesota looking for map control.
We don't
looking
got
for
anybody
some
in white right
positioning
now. It's a
inside
little
of the
scary.
warehouses. The SMGs look to make their way toward the outskirts. And for
I like
Vance, he's
this
like, hey,
repin.
free map positioning?
Oh.
I'll absolutely take it.
Yeah, wall bang that,
Shotzi
though.
going to be dropped, and so Rokkr begin
they're
their
gonna spawn us
pursuit
out.
now
They're
of
gonna
that
spawn
B
us out.
zone.
These kills are huge.
Some
We
eyes
need-
are
we need
on,
big
and now
kills
for the
out of
future,
one.
Optic are going to have to be worried about
They know
Vance,
they know
who's
they're
very
spawning us
firmly
out.
established right now in the back of the
Yeah,
base.
these kills are very important.
Nice, huge
Just
kill. out
trying
of
to
him.
influence those spawns.
Huge kill.
Great nade coming in from Shotzi to take down the only player from Minnesota, pushed out towards their base. So far,
Nice.
they're holding strong. A minute
Keep
almost
it moving,
done.
fellas. Keep it moving.
Nothing to show for it for Minnesota at that B point.
it
They're
moving,
finding
bro.
kill after kill, and with Illy slowly edging his way up towards white, this is exactly the setup you were looking for.
And this is a chance, too, for Optic Texas when you're in a spot like that.
Oh, this is
granted,
bad.
you let
Kyler
that
needs to
A-zone
stay
go,
alive.
but you get
I
an
don't know. Did you
opportunity
see
to
him?
hold your irons, allow
Fuck,
for Rokkr
save.
to come
Wait.
to you,
Where's
but
two?
you got to win your crucial 1v1s. There, it's Vance
Oh, and
again.
on the deep pinch.
Once more, opening up the lane
knows
for
he's in this
Minnesota
building,
Rokkr
too.
to make their way into a
There we
zone.
go,
This
baby.
time it's B.
There
However,
goes
take a
in.
look at Shotzzy.
Yeah, they
Dead
should
side
kill
with
attacks.
Pop,
Nice.
trying to make the plays in the
How many
back
moments
line.
worth did
Able
he
to
get?
find one, putting some work into Bance. However, there's 3 players who are still on that
Oh.
zone.
Yeah, there's 3 players still on the zone, so if you are Shotzzy,
You got time.
you're at least
there's
influencing
time.
those spawns.
Nice.
Those spawn a little bit deeper,
gonna
but
hit
your
the
teammates
alley.
have
knows
to get
you're
into the
here,
play.
Luke.
You have to find a couple kills to
Fuck.
eliminate these players from your side of the spawn.
All right, grab one,
but it's
Brandon.
Bance and
There we go.
Afro
Big.
again, finding 2 in
And
the
still
feed.
being
It's
annoying.
done.
Look
He
how
stunned him.
annoying
He
Anthony
got him.
right
He
now.
got him.
Keep the map control that they currently have.
Keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my God,
She's
that's a
able to
huge
win
win.
it. That's what he does.
That's exactly right. That is 100% what Dashy does. Wins the crazy fights, wins the ones that you don't expect him to. Bruce trying to be. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they have got that one segment over at B. They've done a solid job so far throughout this attack, but they are not
That was
done
such a big win.
just yet.
Saw him.
One more last good push at this. If
Nice.
you're Minnesota,
Big win,
big
Tyler.
1v1 to win, and Hook is able to grab
This
it.
is it right here.
Again for Rokkr,
He's
they've
running
got 3
up on
players
Hook, though.
established
This is it.
around here somewhere.
They got 3 players around here.
Oh, he gets stunned
Just
though.
gotta hold
Illy.
up.
Big kill.
Hold your irons and
Big
get
kill,
these
yep.
kills. There's only 3 seconds left. They're able to get onto the point. Just
Big
have to
kill.
find
Nice.
these kills.
Wait,
Illy
they're gonna
finds
get on.
one,
Take
but
your
Afro
time,
eventually
take
finds
your
the trade. You
time.
gotta
Oh, he
get
gets
on
on
it.
at
You gotta get on it.
0-0.
Look how much time is left.
There's no time. There's actually no time
They're
left,
good.
but they do have
They're
2
good.
bodies in the
Brandon's going
point.
on.
They get that second.
Oh, they
segment.
got off it.
Somebody hops off the
Oh,
objective.
Let's fucking go.
The grenade made him.
Granted, Jay, that is
Made
a
him move up.
mistake for sure.
Yeah, well, he landed near him.
But
That's
the
why he
biggest
moved back.
emphasis for me is that Minnesota, they jump on that objective. They're able to find what would be the 5th tick.
Too
in
close
that
to the
attack.
blast
He got to
radius.
an eight or did he
No,
just-
it's too close to the blast
Never
radius.
easy.
So he backed out. So
Ah,
they.
okay, okay.
Complete
okay.
that B
Nice.
point if
Huge,
you don't
huge,
find
huge,
all
huge.
the kills. Optic to do just enough to hold on.
Just enough.
Take the very first
That's right.
defense. But you got to think in the back of your mind. Those 5 ticks
What's-
can be
what's
so
C9 mean?
crucial just in case we get into that round number 5.
Without a doubt, we talked about a few different maps right now. Hotel, very offensive heavy. Fortress, very, very defensive heavy. El Asilo, more offense, but it's definitely more in the middle side for sure. So if we're talking about that round 5 defense, how it lies, where it sits, can absolutely come away with rounds.
Starts with 1. That's right.
Any sort, regardless of the side that you spawn on off the rip. Shotzzy
Nice.
Yep.
looking to
Here
make
we
the
go.
lanes, looking to make the hits off
Nice.
the rip. Able to do so. That's
Flow
a clean
in.
3 down, and that is easy work here
Oh.
off the start. Time's going to be
Oh.
paused. A body on B, and right now Shotzzy, he's got eyes
saw
on
him.
the flank. Right now he's the king of the mountain, but when you're there,
Oh, we don't got
everybody
anybody on A
knows.
either.
Shotzzy gets found out, and the rest of Optic Texas
All right, we
begin
were
to fall
snoozing
by
right
the
there. I
feel like we got a little
wayside.
greedy right
They've got to
there.
get
Yeah.
an objective, and
We got those kills. We thought that we could just go
is his
over,
opportunity.
get map
Yeah, right
control
there in that
towards B. We
situation,
didn't have
Optic just looked
anybody
like they
today,
didn't
though.
really have the game
Got a
plan of
little
what
greedy.
they wanted to do. They had 2 players at A, 2 players at B, and they found all those kills. We're not able to complete any ticks towards either one, so 45 seconds and counting. Minnesota holding strong, but Optic are able
good,
to
we
take
got
some
it.
map control, get pushed out towards Cliff. It's going to be Shotzzy trying to play for a couple of spawn kills while Bance does it on the opposite side, as the first tick is going to be complete at B.
To say where Minnesota Rokkr were, it actually kind of helped
Nice.
Optic Texas in this situation. All 3 players spawn right in that soccer field, and they're able to
Nice,
shovel
Brandon.
themselves right into that B zone. Great work from Dashy. Gets the revenge as Bance killed him off
they're
spawn.
chalking that
He'll
shit.
walk away with that fight, and Minnesota will walk away, give that objective up, knowing that
we go.
Texas
We'll
have
take
got
that.
the numbers. We're
We will
all
take
even in
that.
lives, and we've got
All
a minute
day.
and 30 on the clock. Afro continuing to piece, now at 13-7. Jay, the SMGs from Rokkr, they are playing lights out.
They're dominating in this series so far. As now you have to hold for 1:30. All of Optic are going to slow this one down because they know how crucial every kill is going to be. Who's going to use
Nice.
that attack
Good
in hand?
fucking
He
stun.
finds the first kill onto Cammy.
Love that.
This is potentially what Shotzzy could try to set up the pinch, but he
Gotta
gets
kill
read by
Attach. Attach is a nuisance right
all
now.
of Optic trying to push out through bottom full. You have to get on the point, but with Attach in this position,
Nice.
it's not going to be easy.
Definitely not. However, he's at least able to find one, and the trades absolutely their favor Minnesota. A 3-for-1. And Shotzzy, who was found out there on the flank, is able to find one off a spawn. He has just been trying to make some plays, and Rokkr have been there to read him, whether it's been in the search
at least
destroys
saw
or in the respawns.
Oh,
Feels like
It's
It's all
Shotzzy
good.
has
All it
really
takes
yet
is
to
one collapse
fully
today.
spread his
Dude. It
wings.
takes one.
We'll see if this can be the
Nice.
full
Nice,
Good
Shotzzy.
fucking read.
Finds one on the Afro.
That's a
a
big
great
time
player
read
to
right
find,
there.
especially in how close
Puts a lot of
quarters
pressure on
that A
Vance
zone
right
is.
now. He doesn't know which way they're coming
Slowly
from.
but surely, Optic Texas begin to push their way into A, and Attach is there to find 2.
Wow,
Great
they're
work and
they're
great
being
reply
fucking
once again
annoying.
from Minnesota.
That guy Red
Just
Tower
staying
is
alive
doing
towards
so
top
much
tower.
damage right
That's
now. He
all
might not
you
be
need
getting
to
all
do
the
when you
kills,
have
but
that
he
AR
is
in
just
hand.
putting in
They're playing
damage,
a
getting
super
info. We
tight
got to kill that
setup.
guy top or
20
tower.
seconds remaining. Optic need to go. They need to get on this point.
A
Try to
team
stop the
push.
clock. As
All
that
it takes
shit
is
looks
one, though.
like
We got one more
find
good
one, but
push
this is
here.
their
We
last
need a
push.
good team
Flanking
push.
by
We can't.
themselves
clean
and
We
shit.
need a good collapse.
With only 10 seconds left, Minnesota are looking like they're going to hold on strong on the defensive round.
Looks to be that way. Attach. Can it get found out? 5 seconds left. Afro and Vance, they find
Well,
2.
1-1.
They all find
They held
3.
that.
Hook. A hope and a prayer. That's all it's going to be. As he will decide to wave the white
They held
flag.
that
Hand this one over
really
to
well.
Minnesota.
We couldn't clear that
While
guy
that
top red
scoreline
tower.
does read
The
1-1,
submachine
as
guns
we
on
say, we
point.
have to emphasize
Never
it's all about
overcommitted.
those
Always
segments.
would take
Currently, I
shots.
believe it's
Back the
5
fuck
to 3.
down.
Still favor Rokkr, right, Jay?
Yeah, Rokkr up currently by 2. And Attach also ends that round on a 5 spree. So if he could pick up one more kill and earn that cruise, this game can start to get a little bit more crazy. It's now Minnesota back on the attack. We saw them
Big
put a
round
lot of
here.
pressure early on towards A after they won a couple
Need
of
another
gunfights.
defense win.
They closed that one
I
out
feel
with
like this
ease.
map is neutral, but I
How do
feel like
Optic try to
offense
change
has
their
a
setup
slight
around to
edge
not give it
still.
up easy?
Just because of how it works. You need one collapse. Like
Into round 3 we go.
one good set of kills.
Another look at the
and
attack
it's
for
basically a
Minnesota.
guaranteed
Last time
point.
around, they were nearly flawless. 5 for 6 in those segments. Azili starting to get things going himself. 10 and 13, trying to get involved in the engagements. Trying to get
Nice.
that gun hot as Hook somehow manages to win that fight. Regardless of it, Minnesota with those spawns to the top side of your mini-map is now the all-out focus is going to be at B.
And that was a big kill, taking down Attach. No cruise missile is going to be earned. They're able to stop that clock by hopping on towards the speed point. Optic
Nice.
trying to play it slow, take their time. They eliminate the one player pushed up.
Fuck.
Now that's 2 kills going in favor of Minnesota.
We get the B spawn though. Number one. And it's huge right here.
Just being the aggressor.
We get the back
Knowing
B
that all of
spawn.
Optic are going to spawn out towards back cliff.
Ah, they
Start
ran
the
in.
first
Now they
segment
know
is
they're
about
all
to
in
be done.
front.
First
I don't
thing
know
we
if they
nearly
read
found
that they
out,
all three of
another
them spawned
flank
back there,
attempt
though.
from Optic Texas, and it gets foiled once more. They're spawning
Nice,
in Narnia
nice,
right now.
that's so big.
However, thankfully they've got Dashi who
Oh,
can
this
hit
is so
shots
big
from
on.
range. It doesn't matter how far he is. He still has a chance. Pixel Perfect
Fuck.
is Bruce. However, Cammy can say the same. They're still on that objective. We're looking at Afro. He's doing great work finding players, trying to cut away members of Optic Texas
Big
inside
kill.
a warehouse, but they are still on this objective. Cammy still alive.
Snake
A slower
box, man.
start
Holy
to this
shit.
control. But
Fuck's
he's
sake,
beginning
the
to
snake
wake
box.
up. Now on 5, that is
They have to start
a
playing
full
together, bro.
Zone once more over
Now we
toward
need to do it to them.
Minnesota.
We need a
Jake
perfect A-hold
continuing
right here.
to build onto their lead.
And if you're Cammy, just try to find one kill. He does that, so the cruise missile is going to be
no.
earned. Attach finds a kill off spawn as
Number
well.
three.
So
Three's
that's 2
huge,
players from Optic.
'cause they know he's top
Have
red
to now
tower.
come off spawn and focus on Attach. He's going to try to keep him in towards the trap. Illy, you have to play your life towards top tower. You have to just stay alive for your teammates to get out. Hoop takes down Attach, so now Optic can sprint out of their spawn.
Red tower's
However,
everything
they're still
right
going
now.
to go through
Nice, Ant.
the wonderful,
See how
wonderful
annoying Ender's
reticle
being.
here
I
of
like
Cammy
that.
now on 7. As we talk about streaks so often, he is going to have
He
that
does have the
missile.
cruise, though. When does
So
he use
we'll
it?
have to deal with that as this game moves
Or
forward.
does he use it?
Rokkr attempting a flank. We'll see how
Nice.
that can work out. Cammy eventually does fall off the spring, and so now
Nice.
for
Perfect.
Optic, their life gets a little bit easier. You can
Perfect.
see what that map positioning does for them.
Nope.
Gives them the advantage.
I like
it
that.
gives them the
Back up.
confidence to begin to
Behind the
siphon
wall,
on
yeah.
through. Here on Elisilo, 40 seconds still to go. Rokkr attempting
man.
to try to break on in as now Shotzi finds
They
himself
killed
on a
us red
spring.
tower,
This
though.
is just difficult. Optic, they're trading efficiently, keeping
Two
that
Ps.
control.
Nice.
Just keeping them off of the
Red
point.
tower.
As kills go
Who's
back
up there?
and forth.
Kyler.
Vance at least makes his way in towards bottom green. He's going to be able to
Huge.
stop that
Shot.
clock by pushing his way in towards boxes.
Huge.
He has
Nice.
to win the gunfight. He cannot. Illy wins it. So Optic Texas, 20 seconds away. Securing their very
Oh,
second
no.
defense. The streak does get
Use it.
invested though.
That's huge, right? They're going to go ahead and invest
Hold on to
that
it.
no.
streak. And with that, they're also able
Find
to
one,
find a second
Brandon.
kill on
Find
top
one.
of a
Find
Dashi.
him,
That's a
Illy.
massive
Got
kill.
him.
Oh,
Come on.
Brings it
nice.
to a 2v3.
Another one.
Illy evens the score. Optic are now going to be here. They've got man advantage, but they've got to jump into this objective.
gotta go quick.
Minnesota,
Yes, get these
able
guys
to bring up
up.
a segment. Dashi loses his fight.
man.
Loses his fight, and now Bance as well. All 4 members of
someone's
Rokkr
gotta go
are here,
fucking
and they're
massive. They gotta
stacking
go
the
quick,
point.
too.
That's going to be the second tick. The third one is nearly there. Rokkr, come away with the clutch. They invest the streak, and it did not look like it was a solid investment.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That
But my
one
goodness,
push.
Jay,
Because
what
of how
teamwork
fast you
that
cap
was for
it,
Minnesota down the stretch.
it's all you
That
need.
was
You
a
get
small
2
talk.
kills,
That's
it
all
forces
it
the other
came
2
down
people to
to.
go
Cammy
so
knows that
big
Illy's
right there.
no
We die
longer
red
towards
tower.
top radio. So
They
the
know
player
we're
that's
all
playing
in
that
front of them
position
right there
probably
pretty
does
much.
not have a
Like,
trophy.
we're fucked.
He finds that first kill.
They
Vance
win
finds
one
the second.
gunfight.
And that's the worst thing you can do on a map
They
like
force stack,
LSE.
it's
Is go
over.
2 down, because when you lose those gunfights, you spawn all the way across the map. Optic
But not over yet.
didn't even have a chance.
Need a big offense right here.
Once they lost those fights to get back to the point. So Minnesota now up 2-1 in command.
And if you're Optic, I mean, you just got to keep a level head after a situation like that. I mean, we're talking 20 seconds left. Cool, Optic, able to stay alive. And then you see that streak come in, and from there, it ends up going the opposite direction. Optic Texas, they've got to dig deep. Now 1 round away, 1 round loss away from being 3-0 from the Rokkr into the elimination bracket. As we said, this has been a clutch team, desperately needing to stay alive as they'll hop onto that A objective for the first time. Able to stop the clock. Vance, as we said, with that small talk, trying to set up a play. But right now, Optic Texas have got a solid setup.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's just
solid
waiting for his
right here.
teammates to try to strike. Camu's trying
Above
to take
you,
that
above
player
you,
on
nice.
Nice.
top radio. But unfortunately,
Nice.
he does not find a kill. Afro on the flank, though, he's able to take down 2. The second tick is still not going to
the
be done.
timing.
The challenge comes in from Vance. It would look like to be a great start from Optic. Gets shut
Dude,
down
these
by
guys,
the SMGs.
I gotta
again
tip
from
it to Rokkr
Minnesota.
right now. They're playing
At least
their
the only
lives
player in this position towards
It's
top
really
so
really
well.
good, yeah.
Play your
They're
life.
literally playing for
You actually
info
have
all
to,
around
and
the
that's
map.
so
They're never
frustrating
getting
if you're
fucking
Optic as
picked.
well,
Like, they're
considering how
playing.
close they were to that
Rocker's
second
playing
segment
really
at
well
A.
right now.
Shotzi trying to make the play on the flank. We've called it out
Good
so
clearance,
often.
though. Good
Feels
shit.
like he's been
It
shut
should be
down.
A. There's nobody today.
Able to find the lane, and really he doesn't have to do a whole lot. Just trying to gain some information and maybe trying to set up
Oh, here we
for
go.
a future play. As right now, Afro and co. Rokkr will try to contest this. Shotzi's going to be out of the play. How are they able to do it without him?
All right.
It looks like Rokkr not going to contest at all.
Do they know
They
Ant's
just allow
behind
for
them?
that segment
No.
to go all the way through.
Yeah, they're just going to give it up and maintain that map control. Find a couple kills on their way out. As Cammy and Vance at least find 2. Hook still roaming around the spawn alongside Shotzi, who are now
Ant's
influencing the
huge right
spawns
here.
for Minnesota all the way across the map.
Nice.
These gunfights are big.
Yeah, this could
Nice.
work out perfectly. This could work out perfectly for Optic Texas. You had 2 players
that's
on
fine.
one side, 2 players on the other. Right now, it's
Gotta
a
trade him,
3v1
though.
inside
Gotta
of the
trade him.
objective.
Fuck's
Cammy,
sake.
the soul man over at the
He gets
soccer
2,
field.
that
He
just
gets
shuts it all
found
down.
out, but still,
Kill him
one
off spawn,
last
Luke. Kill him
player
off spawn.
remained, and it's Afro. That's all it takes, Jay, is just one gunfight victory.
I like this
What
play out of
goes
Kyler,
from
though.
A big momentum play, an opportunity
good-
for Optic
get a good
Texas to
push.
jump on that B zone.
I don't know if Seven just-
gets
I think Seven
foiled.
just saw him.
Back to the drawing board they go as another big kill.
Nice. That's
Nice.
so
Nice.
big.
Nice.
That
It's
is such a big
kill
win.
from attached, but it's also a big kill from Shotzi because now you have white control.
Yeah,
You
that
can
white
start to get
control is
aggressive
huge.
up
That was
through
such a
field.
big win out
40
of Ant.
seconds. You have to get going. You just have to find a couple kills. Potentially have one.
They still
player
don't have
go
white
for a late
control, though.
flank, but it's been cut down.
We're
after
getting a
cut
decent
down.
spawn at least.
Minnesota holding down the irons. Cammy has turned it around.
All it takes is
in this
one. We need
control.
one big
Finds
push
3.
right here. We need a-
now
we
with
need a
only
big
30
kill.
seconds
We
left.
need a big
Optic
2
have to
somewhere.
get a move on it.
This is their last chance. This
Nice.
is the last chance. It is going to start off with an illy pick. However, Vance able to reply.
Where's
Afro
Ant?
again. Where is he hiding? Where does he happen to be?
Oh, my.
Afro
They don't know Ant's here, though. He
putting
could still be a
them in the
thorn.
dirt.
He could still be a
Another
thorn.
one. There for Afro at 27 and 19. Time continues to tick away.
GG's.
Optic Texas.
Wait.
Can they jump onto this objective?
I don't
Can
think
they
can
jump
get there.
on? They're able to find 2. However, Vance
GG's.
still lies in wait. And that is a controlled series from start to
GG's,
finish
man. They
out
played
of
well.
Minnesota.
They played well, bro.
As they stun us all.
Minnesota played
here
well.
in Boston. A 3-0 win here over
They played
the
that.
green
They
wall.
played that well.
And a team that has struggled so mightily on land for the last year plus has got their best placement guaranteed since the last time that they won a chip all the way back in Cold War, buddy.
Minnesota just didn't make any mistakes,
Yeah,
man. That was
I mean,
perfect
Study just
teamwork
said
from
it.
start
Those guys
to finish
played.
of this series.
I mean, that was
We
close
talk about
to
how they usually have slow
flawless.
starts at map number
I
1,
mean,
but when
they
you're
were
winning those
not
rotations,
making
you're making the
mistakes.
gunfights easier.
They
You're
were
holding
not
your
throwing
setups
their
down to the
lives,
T.
playing
You will see
good,
success,
using
and
good
in the search to
teamwork,
destroy
getting good
the
info.
mid-round adjustments. They were down 3-1 in that S&D and then chained 5 rounds together in a row
I mean-
to walk away with that one. And then obviously they get their best control map in that map number
Yeah,
3.
tip. I mean, they just played
start
well,
off
man.
strong on the defensive end.
I said
They have
MN was
one
going to be a hard
attacking round.
fucking
That's
series,
all
and
they
it
needed to
was.
put
I mean,
themselves
those
in
guys,
the
they
advantage.
match up well. They're good at control.
Just
They're
pretty much
good at
dominated
search,
this
and that's
entire
what we're
series,
good
man.
at,
The
too. So
SMGs
when you
from
have a series
Minnesota,
like
they
that,
didn't mess around today.
I mean, like, where do you rank them right now?
It's,
I mean, I know
it's,
we're in the
it's
middle
fighting
of a major
fire
going
with
on.
fire
You
at
know,
that
there's a
point.
bunch of different things
Their
to keep
team
in
is
mind,
very
but the way
similar
that
to
Vance
ours
and
in
Afro are
terms of
playing,
their
where do you rank
strong
those guys
suits.
amongst duos in the league?
I think I'm putting them number 2, right behind Simp and Ibisi, man, because because all those players are phenomenal SMG players.
Absolutely. Incredible work there out of the Minnesota Rokkr as they 3-0 Optic Texas. A massive W there for the boys. As we said, top 3 guaranteed. That's going to do it for myself and Jay. We now toss it over to Blaze.
Well, now we play Boston.
Thank you so much, Landon.
Optic versus Zinni tonight.
Make some noise for the Minnesota Rokkr as they come out on top.
Optic versus Zin tonight. Zin shitting his pants right now.
Going on to progress forward. How you feeling after getting this win in a 3-0
He is
fashion?
shitting his pants.
Feeling great. Obviously after the controversy, season whatever, stage 1.
It's been a rematch.
I'm gonna take a leak.
It was nice to obviously win at LAN in front of an amazing crowd. So great.
So the result's going to stand right there. Now, as I was watching the series, one thing I couldn't take my eyes off of was that synergy between you and Bance, okay? The SMGs out there. How do you guys play so well together?
I don't know. I just think Ben's that type of guy. He just brings a lot of gas, a lot of hype to the team, and I love that. And I think me and him were just really working well. I think stage 1 it wasn't like that, but stage 2, like we've been frying him, and we're just everything's great.
Yeah,
again, guys,
the rest of your
sometimes you just got to tip the hat. They played well, man. They played a good series.
I feel like you can get it done with these boys and get it done this weekend.
100%. We're feeling great. So I need that chip. I need that chip.
You need that chip.
I need that chip.
What do you want to say to the fans supporting you to get that chip?
Yeah, thank you for supporting me. I love you all. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Give it up for Afro and the Minnesota Rokkr, everybody. Chris, take us away.
Thank you so much, Blaze. And I have somebody very happy on the desk right now. She is crushing the predictions.
I'll take it from here.
How do I have? Oh, my
Cozy,
bad.
thanks for the 5.
Did you see this as a 3-0 though, Allie?
No, I definitely didn't see it as 3-0. I do have to give my props to at least that end of things. But, I mean, Optic Texas, for me, the teamwork just hasn't been there. I feel like
the
there's been
teamwork
a lot
that
of
series
solo
was
channeling.
not
I
what
feel like
we've
they're
been
lacking
seeing.
somebody to really make a play, to be like, listen,
It felt like a lot of
let's do
individual
this.
stuff
Let's
that
do what we
series.
need to do to get this back in our hands. And, unfortunately, Minnesota
On the
Rokkr
other
don't
side
play
of
so bad.
things, MN, their teamwork looked incredible. Their teamwork looked incredible that series.
A third 3-0 on the
I want to
day.
point something out. When Bance, in that first hardpoint, he's getting a kill, sitting behind the pillar, not trying to do more damage, just being fucking annoying and sitting there. So you know he's there. You're tweaking on him, and then his teammate camera's a different angle. Like, little shit like that goes a long way. And that's the type of shit that Minnesota was doing in both of those respawns.
Number one, big shout out to this guy who's just continuing to perform time and time again for the Minnesota Rokkr.
They were doing
a
a lot of that.
Every other season that he'll have one of these games here and there. He's consistently doing it this week so far, and it's a dangerous prospect for the rest of the league.
And you look at some of the numbers here. Cammy was starting off really hot, but Bance went on those streaks.
I mean, yeah, they outplayed too. Cammy was the lowest KD on Rokkr with a 1.11. I mean, they just had a fucking blinder of a series.
Throughout this series, and
Not only did they play well, but we also got a little of the Saturday jitters. I think that we still obviously we play Boston. Boston's been playing incredibly well, but I think that overall in the end we will see.
Just an absurd win. What is
we will
going
be
on
here tomorrow
today?
witnessing and watching the boys continue to play. So let's let's wash that off. Let the boys get back in there. Let's regain. Let's everybody regain. Everybody take a deep breath. God damn it.
We're not out of the tournament.
No. Come on. Good vibes only, guys. You guys, chat. You guys have to come diffy, vibing, for real.
And the fact that they got that B cap very, very early in this series gave them immense time to try over and get to this A site time.
Right here, I mean, yeah, they just, again, I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that Cammy invested that cruise missile at this point in the game. I mean,
this would be my first ban when it came to the control.
It's literally 18 seconds left. He puts that cruise missile in.
It's just tough, man. This is
I mean, he could have got nothing for that. Luckily for him, Tyler, I don't think had a trophy top red tower. If that's Ender with a trophy up there, like they use that, don't get that kill. I mean, it just didn't pan out.
Last time. Oh, sorry.